After half a year since Christian Her was forced out of Red Bull, he remains a constant presence in Max Verstappen's daily life, and we aren't talking about a casual chat here and there. According to the four-time champion himself, the two exchange messages every single week, music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of every Grand Prix. Hero sends words of encouragement, shows absolute faith in the driver, music, and cheers for him like a true fan. But Verstappen made sure to highlight something far more profound. Her walked through fire for me. That statement carries a heavy weight. When a competitor of Verstappen's level music publicly admits that his former boss sacrificed himself for his sake, it pulls back the curtain on the internal chaos at Red Bull. It reveals the true impact of Her's departure on the team, the driver, and the very structure that built a dynasty only to watch it crumble. The journey of Verstappen and Her is one of the most successful partnerships in the history of the sport. Under the Britain's leadership, Red Bull collected 6 constructors' trophies and 8 drivers' music titles between Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen. It was Her who bet on a teenage Max who stood by his most controversial choices and who designed the machine that dominated the 2022 regulations. He was also the man standing right beside the Dutchman during the most music-intense battle the sport has ever seen, the 2021 showdown where Verstappen music snatched his first title from Lewis Hamilton in a finale that still sparks heated debate. That episode, as Max himself said, will never be erased music from his memory. The loyalty Her showed during that war left a permanent mark. But what led one of the most successful leaders in history to be discarded so suddenly? The answer lies in the toxic storm that engulfed Red Bull through 2024 and 2025. It started with internal allegations, rumors of backroom power struggles, and a growing fire between Her and Verstappen, Max's father, who publicly demanded the team principal's head in early 2024. Then came the performance collapse. Red Bull, once untouchable in 2023, began to bleed time. By the time Her was let go following the British Grand Prix in 2025, Verstappen had only 2 wins to music his name. The team was in a tailspin, the atmosphere was suffocating, and the investors were losing patience. When the results stopped coming, someone has to pay the price. Christian Her was that person. After nearly 20 years at the helm, he was replaced by Laurent Mekies in a move that was as swift as it was shocking. Hero was Red Bull. He was the leader who built an empire from the ground up, and suddenly he was a ghost. Verstappen confessed that the firing was hard to swallow. He acknowledged the turbulence and the fact that the shareholders felt a total transformation was the only way forward. Yet, you cannot simply delete years of shared history. What happened next was even more incredible. After Her left, Verstappen went on a legendary run, winning 6 of the final 9 races of the season. He proved he was still the fastest man on the grid when the car allowed it. But it wasn't enough. Lando Norris, driving a flawless campaign for McLaren, secured his first world title in the very last race, beating Verstappen by a heartbreaking gap of just 2 points. It was the end of a 4-year winning streak and the definitive end of an era. The Verstappen era was over, and it proved that even with Max's supernatural talent, Red Bull couldn't maintain its grip on the throne without its chief architect. Today, under Laurent Mekies, Red Bull seems to be finding a new identity. Verstappen has pointed out the shift in atmosphere. There are smiles again, the pressure has eased, and there is a renewed sense of positivity. He admits the change brought benefits and that perhaps the environment had become unsustainable, but does he really accept that Her is gone? Those weekly messages and the walked through fire comments suggest otherwise. It suggests a bond that transcends the professional world, that her wasn't just a boss but a partner and a shield. Max Verstappen is known for his ice-cold focus, but outside the music cockpit he is a man who values loyalty. This narrative proves that Formula One isn't just about aerodynamics and stopwatches. Music, it's about humans, trust, and the ties that bind. Christian Her is gone, but his legacy is breathing down the neck of the current leadership. The big question remains, will her ever return to the paddock, and can Max Verstappen, under this new direction, reclaim his crown in 2026? Music, the relationship between these two, defined a generation, and legends music like that don't just fade away. What do you think? Did Red Bull make the right choice, or did they lose more than they gained? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world of Formula One. We'll see you in the next video.